And the Lakers will try to make it 7 right here. Michael Cooper has it knocked away, and Rambis with a fake on Malone, gets Malone in the air and gives the Lakers the lead once more. Back and forth we go. We have 7.5 minutes remaining in the first period. Cooper, Cheeks gets away. Now Michael is all over Julius Erving. Rambis went right at Malone. And we'll have a Laker foul as Clement Johnson Malone. And we'll have a Laker foul as Clement Johnson comes into the ball game for Philadelphia. He is the backup center and power forward who returned in game 3 after missing a game with a urinary tract infection. And Mark Ivaroni, the free agent rookie from Virginia, goes to the bench. Foul is on Rambis as he really went at it. Malone, his first personal foul. Done to perfection by Tony and Julius Erving, and lead change number 8 in this first period. Nearly 5 minutes gone by. Dick Stockton and Bill Russell from the Forum in Inglewood. Rambis finds the room, and Malone blocks the shot. Philadelphia ball.
When the defense breaks down, it's nice to have a guy who can block the shot. Now here's Julius how he gets that alley-oop shot. He's working magic. Now, let's see, he's got there. Now he's got him. That's what you call playing without the ball.
6:55 remaining first period. The Sixers lead at 10-9 in a tight game. Philadelphia leading Los Angeles 10-9. 6:55 to go in the first period.
Now here's what I mean by wide open game. Magic's, this is something that he's not been able to do very much in the series so far, is run that ball up and get those kind of shots off for their team. They shoot a very high percentage when he can run the ball up, but Philadelphia has challenged him in most cases, so they've slowed the Laker offense down.
Shooting story, the lead has changed hands in each of the last 8 baskets in this game. Right now, Philadelphia has the ball and the lead. Maurice Cheeks to Andrew Toney. Julius Erving wants the ball inside against Magic. Doubled with Cooper, and Magic knocks the ball away. Picked up by Toney. 2 seconds on the shot clock, and now they're going to say that they had to reset the 24-second clock, which they did not, and there were 2 seconds left when Toney picked up the ball, and Earl Strom noticed they did not reset the 24-second clock. So now we have a new clock, and Clement Johnson will inbound for Philadelphia. Sixers trying to become the second team in a decade to win a title with the best record, and Julius Erving seems like a man possessed off the early start. He has 4 points. This is the biggest lead of the game for either side, 3 points, but the Sixers. Ivaroni on Rambis. Erving out to meet Wilt. Rambis. And here comes Philly. Cheeks now goes to the doctor against Cooper. It's tipped. The basket is going to count. It was tipped, goaltending called, and Julius Erving has his 4th basket of the ball game, and Philadelphia has run off 6 in a row here.
This is that run I was telling you about that they had to make early, and they're making it early.
10-point lead now. Rambis has it blocked, and Johnson's shot misses. And it is still going to be LA ball, and Philadelphia is making a very early third period run.
As we expected, because they know they had to. And the thing is that the Lakers are missing what seem to be easy shots, but they are not easy shots because the defense makes it more difficult. 16-2 run. Here at the Forum in Inglewood, Dick Stockton and Bill Russell. Game 4 of the NBA World Champion. Fouls in the ball game. Something to watch at this point. And that train's about 4 minutes ahead of schedule right now.
10-point lead. You know, anytime our audience hears about trains ahead of schedule, they want to know what you're talking about.
And the guys trying to keep up with Moses.
Toney missed.
And they're fatigued.
And Moses finally got the rebound, and Andrew Toney hits from the corner, and it's an 8-point game. The Lakers, led by 14, stretched it to 16, and now it's an 8-point game. Jamal Wilkes is fouled going in. He was looking for the 3-point roll on that, and he'll go to the line.
And you may have noticed in the second half, there have been no easy shots for the Lakers. In fact, the jump shot, the Kareem Banks shot was only a real good shot that they've had. and they were expecting him to try the skyhook, and that net was available.
As you saw there, the Lakers have been outscored by 43 points in the second half by Philadelphia, and they've held the top shooting team in the NBA to only 41% shooting because of that defense. It's an 8-point lead for the Lakers. It was 16 just a short while ago. Now it's 9 with 8:23 remaining. We're in the third period.
I think that run is over now, and they'll just play even for a while, I think.
And you talked about another run, which we'll discuss in a moment. Erving missed. Kareem clears. Michael Cooper has Tony right in front of him. Johnson goes straight to the hoop, and it's fouled. Ivaroni and Julius Erving were inside since the middle of the second period, actually. Biggest lead was 16 by the Lakers. It was 14 at the half, so Philadelphia has made up a big chunk. Here's Jamal Wilkes, and Clint Richardson gets the rebound. Trying to make it a 4-point game. Tony going to the hoop, and a 4-point game, and LA is being challenged here in the waning moments of this third period. Win. They have 15 seconds on the 24-second shot clock, and the Sixers playing their usual tight team defense. Kareem, and it's knocked away by the doctor, and here he comes. A big play and a tie. They've come all the way back from 16 points under 2 minutes to play. Our fourth tie against the Philadelphia Trap Rambus. The 33-year-old Julius Erving with a big play, and Magic Johnson goes in and is pushed inside. That's the 15th foul against the Sixers.
And that's that team defense that they're playing the passing lanes, and Julius is as good at that as anyone. He and Bobby Jones are particularly good at that, playing in passing lanes. That's how he came up with that steal.
Bobby Jones, 4 fouls. Magic Johnson. 10 of 10 from the free throw line. Marty Aronoff, our statistician, keeping track, and now Magic misses at the worst time, you'd have to say. 1:44 remaining, fourth period. And the Lakers are up by 1. He has 27, does Magic. So does Kareem. They're the high scorers in the ball game. But now Philadelphia trying to take a lead with 1:35 now remaining. Bobby Jones.
And this is the place they want to be. They think they can beat anyone going down the stretch.
Julius gave up his dribble, guarded by Magic. Wilkes is all over Tony. Cheeks with 1 second, they don't get it off. The 24-second clock expires. Big defense by LA, Russ.
And the Lakers have to score this time down. You got to take advantage of that. When you can get a turnover like that, when they don't get a shot off, you've got to nail it down by scoring on it.
1-point lead for LA. Cooper. Into Kareem. Double team, skyhook. Short. And Malone gets it out to Maurice Cheeks. 76ers looking to take the lead. And they will. And the man who may want it more than anyone else. And it's 109-108 Philadelphia with 40 seconds to go and 20 on the shot clock. Julius with 10, with Magic guarding him. Erving outside, hits a big one. A big basket. And a 111-108 Philadelphia lead, and the Lakers call their last timeout. Michael Cooper will inbound. Sixers won that championship in '67 with Wilt Chamberlain, Chet Walker, Luke Jackson, Wally Jones, Hal Greer. Three-point attempt by Cooper is short, but it's with Wilt Chamberlain, Chet Walker, Luke Jackson, Wally Jones, Hal Greer. Three-point attempt by Cooper is short, but it's last touch by Tony. So with 19 seconds, the Lakers still have a shot. Now this game is far from over. Now Kevin Loughery's been in a lot of down-to-the-wire games where amazing things can happen. Into Kareem, knocked away by Cheeks and a steal. Cheeks will use up the clock. No, Malone. and let me do it. And look at the Sixer bench. They know it.
That defense, so right again, that defense comes up with a big play.
Magic Johnson misses a three-pointer, and the Philadelphia 76ers, Maurice Cheeks, quiet, knows they're going to be the world champions, folks. And Billy's done it, finally.
That's 1 second left on the clock.
I don't think they're going to play that 1 second. Pat Riley and Billy Cunningham, Warriors, great coaches together. They're both great young coaches.